to hold on to something. Welcome back to us. So today we've got a car that actually it's been in my family for a long time. We weren't actually going to shoot it or use any of the coverage of this car because it's really important. We've only brought it out just for this. And this car, the Camaro Z28 with an RS front, behind me was my dad's. My dad sadly passed away at the start of the year, but my dad got me into muscle cars and got me into cars, and I felt it was only right to honour him by showcasing his car on the channel. Might not be everyone's cup of tea, but it's a muscle car era. It's a real milestone in the muscle car era from America. So it's a really interesting car. It's been restored from a bucket, an absolute shell. I'll see if we can get some pictures of it. It was just a shell with no engine in it, and no paint, no interior, nothing. And it was restored to this condition through the efforts of my dad. So I want to show you guys through the car. Come along on a bit of a journey with me. I'm actually chilly. It's our beautiful Kentish seaside, but we're late in the year now and it's a bit chilly. So as beautiful as it looks, it's actually cold as fuck. But anyway, so right. This is my dad's 71 Camaro Z28. There's a lot I could say about it. But it's a very impactful car for me. It's one of the cars that got me into muscle cars because of everything it stood for. It was brashness, it was powerful, it was loud. For the American market, it was an intermediate car, so it wasn't the biggest car. It's about the size of a regular type Jag. I've got to say, it's probably the nicest sounding car that were in the fleet. Yeah, I would say 100%. It's the nicest sounding car. So the car, it's a big block car. It's a 396, which for the British terms is like about 6 litre. It's been bored over, engines rebuilt, transmissions rebuilt. Everything from the ground up is fresh on this car. It's absolutely restored, top to bottom. We didn't build it as a race car. Dad didn't build it as a race car, but he wanted to do street strip, hence the tyres on the back, drag radials. But we want to still be able to drive it on the street, and it is very streetable. It hasn't got a wild cam in it, there's no nitrous, no turbos, none of that sort of stuff, but you can drive it anywhere. Car shows, bit of drag racing, and just cruise around and enjoy it, actually. Oh, we'll point some bits out then. Come and have a look, right? Right, so Dad's attention to detail was something that I didn't get blessed with, did I, Stu? No, you didn't get blessed with anything. So I'm Mr. Do, and my dad was Mr. Think, right? And so that's why we always work so well as a team. But if you look closely at some of the wiring, like this is ignition RPM limiter, which you can put different chips in to select different RPM limits. But you look how he's like heat shrunk all the cabling and tied the little ends off. Everything is super, super neat. As I said, fully restored engine. It's got an RS front on it. Now, RS front has got 4 lamps. If you're ever going to look into it, the RS front has 4 lamps. The original wouldn't have had these 2 lamps here, but I think it adds to the whole aggressiveness of it. It's a split bumper model, whereas the original Camaro would have had like a chrome bumper go right across the front. But a split bumper, I think it won an award for something like most aggressive muscle car front end 1971 or something. But so it's iconic. Everyone knows what a Camaro is, everyone knows what a Mustang is, everyone knows what a Charger is, and this is one of those cars. So such a cool looking car though. It is. I mean, the shape of it, you can't beat that muscle car kind of Coke bottle shape. Vinyl top, same as the Nova. Yeah. And a stripped interior. Come and have a look at the interior. So one single bucket seat. some extra gauges. We've got a tacho, a big 5-inch tacho there. The most beautiful shifter from B&M that I think they've ever created. It's the sort of thing you can put on your wall and just enjoy it. But the machining on it, it's all billet alloy. It's absolutely beautiful. Where he made his own shifter mount, where it mounts to the floor, and the cable that goes down into the floor. Everything's trimmed, and it's just very, very neat. There's carpet in the front, not in the back. No cage in it though. 4-point harnesses, purely for just if you do go to the track, then you're safe, basically. And a basic interior. There isn't loads to talk about it in terms of like extras, because it hasn't got any. There's no electric pack, really. There's no electric windows, anything like that. It is a very, very basic car, so there's not loads to talk about, but it is super neat and it's iconic. I was a bit emotional driving it, actually. I haven't driven it.
You haven't driven it at all?
Maybe 2 years. He was driving it, and it's been parked up. You know, we maintain it and we look after it, but it's a real honour to drive the car. So
I think we should just go for the drive.
Do you want to go for a drive, and I'll show you what it sounds like, what it drives like,
and what it goes like,
and what it goes like.
Boom!
Let's go. Yes, let's go.
See what it's like, because obviously it's a big block Chevy.
Big block Chevy. You're learning. I like it.
Yeah, I'm getting there. I'm gonna fake it. But right, so just be careful. I just need to hold on to it. I tell you what, when you let go of the accelerator, it goes boom!
Yeah, that's the proper muscle car noise. Boom!
It is so sketchy sitting on a standard seat.
I love it. Absolutely love it.
You're alright though.
Gets me hyped, man. Oh man, I love it. It's not even that fast.
The thing is, we try not to do a lot of this sort of stuff, because not a lot of people like this sort of stuff, believe it or not.
Yeah, let's face it, I mean, not everyone knows or is into muscle cars. It's my thing, but not everyone's like super into it. But when it's, I think because it's important to me,
yeah,
and it's important to the stuff that I'm into.
To be fair, if you said to me, name a couple of American cars when I was younger,
yeah,
Camaro would be one of them.
Yeah, that's what I mean, top 3, Challenger or Charger, Camaro and Mustang.
Charger, Camaro, Mustang, yeah. But it's the noise, isn't it?
Yeah, the noise. It is music, absolute music.
I'll give it that, it wins on noise.
Yeah.
The bonnet is so long, I'm going to have to look left for you.
Oh, let us out, go on. No?
Yeah, no you weren't, but you is now.
Well, you are now. Wake up, sister.
That sound though.
I love that, the shift as well.
The thing is, it feels boat-like. This is why we need to stay on straight roads, because I'm going to come out.
You're going to fall out?
Yeah. I'm going to have to hold on to your seat. I've done this with the Caterham thing, because the boot lid flew up. Now I'm in it, I'm going to fall off it.
Yeah, it's not the fastest. I mean, 450 horsepower.
It still beat your Nova.
You what?
It's still,
450.
Your dad beat your Nova.
Well, he did.
It's because you kept
He treed me, yeah, he treed me a load of times. 450 horsepower in a car this heavy isn't a lot.
No.
In a Honda Civic, yeah, that's fast, but
how much does this weigh?
I estimate it's stripped out, and it's still about 1,600 kilos, I reckon. Listen to that gear change, look at that clunk. It's a proper billet, solid piece. Into gear.
I'm glad to have the experience of going out. I've been out in it before, but obviously that was with your dad.
Yeah.
But I've not been out of it for a bit of fun. Like your dad drove it calmly. Like, he respected it.
And he drove it 2 places as well. He'd only drive it if he was going somewhere.
Yeah, he drove it to home. I had to go and pick up a car from your house. That was it. Right, I'm gonna hold on here.
Right, do you want me to? Should we send it?
If you're gonna send it, I need to hold on. I'm gonna hold on to the prop.
it.
We're not going to survive that.
I'll tell you what, when you're turning a corner in an American car, you have to put it in a calendar. That's what I've heard.
That's unbelievable. Like the feeling, the sensation of you going around a corner, and this is like, whoa,
oh, it is, yeah,
whoa.
yeah. And that's on sport suspension as well. That's that's like firm for the Americans.
See, you take the pick. That's why I like my 300 brake horsepower cars, is because it's usable. Oh, look at him, scary.
Aww.
Kissy, kissy. There we go. A bit annoyed from wake him up and say, come on, child.
Yeah.
You're 13. You'll be pregnant in 6 months.
I fucking love this car. It's just everything about it is like masculine. Oh, pretty good, shall I?
Yeah. Right.
Click.
I'm holding on because there is corners.
No, I'm going to go from a dig. I'm going to get up here.
You're going to go for a dig?
Yeah.
What, drag racing type thing? What?
Yeah, let's stop it there.
Brakes do work.
Honestly, they're really good.
Right, okay. Smoke.
That was so good!
Oh.
Yes! Yes! Come on!
I tell you what, if your dad was here, he'd kill you for that.
He would, actually, but actually inside he'd be like, no, that's pretty cool.
No, yeah, he'll be going, it's pretty cool, and he'll just be going, you know what? That should have been me doing that.
Yeah. He'd only be
I
jealous.
tell you when to do that. I remember he used to bring it all the way into the workshop, didn't he? He used to bring it into the workshop
just to
do
do burnouts. Yeah.
The noises are just...
That was so good! Oh, man.
The thing is, it's not a video of super excitement or anything else, but we had so many people comment about this car that we thought, we've got to show it, but it'll be the only time you'll see it.
Yeah.
You know, it's not going racing, it's not going anywhere else. It's going in the garage and staying there, sadly.
We're going to get her valeted. The one thing I may do in the future, I haven't planned it yet, is leave it looking like it is, but put a monster engine in it. I mean, leave it looking like it does. Maybe.
No.
Are you into no? You're no. We should put the vote out.
No, I would leave it.
There's a lot of sentimental value.
I would leave it as he done it. Just do the bits that he wanted to do. He didn't want to race. The thing is, it's weird. It's not like the back squats, is it?
No, the front comes up.
The whole car comes up.
Yeah. That's how it's supposed to work. It's torque, baby.
Yeah, it's weird, but it's like when you put your foot down and stuff, you see it all squat and go. This just raises.
Yeah, that's torque. It's just they make enough torque to lift the body of the car. I mean, cars nowadays don't really have that, you know. Well, they're designed differently anyway.
It's great to go out in it.
She is a beauty. So that is it. That is the Z28 Camaro 1971 big block 3-speed. That's everything about the car. It's not the most dramatic video we've done, but I think our community and I think the car community deserves to see her, because Dad built that car from basically a shell, a rust bucket, to what it is now, and it's a beautiful car, and it's captured everything about that era that I love, and it's not too much of one thing. I absolutely adore the car. So we're not going to do loads more with it. That's about as much we're going to use it for, but there's plenty more stuff we've got coming up. We've got some super exciting stuff coming up, which is in the pipeline.
Yeah, some mega stuff actually.
Mega stuff. So we'd like you to stick around for that. If you'd like to subscribe, please help us spread our channel. Please help us share more stuff, because we've got so much stuff lined up. I want to be able to share it with everyone. We want to be able to share it with everyone. So please like, share and subscribe, and hit the bell where you're able to at any time. Tell other people what we're doing, because we've got loads of cracking stuff coming up. That is the Camaro. I'm Owen. That is it. Good night.